Hey, AD.
Hey, I'm Jonathan.
I'm Zooey. Welcome to our home.
Let us show you around. There is nothing more important than a first impression, and we wanted to really welcome our guests with something interesting and exciting.
And I fell in love with this wallpaper when I saw it. Young, our co-designer, Design with Jonathan, brought this to our attention. I just thought it was like so much fun. Just a great way to wow people when they get off the elevator.
Can you imagine the ceiling height here was less than 8 feet originally. It was so low, it was right there. And all of that was just wasted up top. So we raised it up. We added the crown, the statement fixture to draw the eye. The arch is actually my favorite thing. But this is also just a tease of what you're going to see inside.
We loved this printed mural by Ixel. It's so magical and draws you in. It's a wonderful start to this apartment we love. You tell more stuff.
Well, when we first looked at the place, I had looked at a lot of different units in the building, and many of them felt really tight when you first walk in. So I thought this was a beautiful way to draw everybody in. And then, of course, raising the eye line with all the detail work. These are all reproductions, these lanterns across here, but we wanted something, again, that was going to make an elegant statement. All the custom moldings, everything in here is real plaster, all hand done by Hyde Park Moldings.
This place looked absolutely nothing like the way it does now. When we first looked at it, it had like great ceilings, it had high ceilings, but that's like about it.
What was your first reaction when we toured it?
Ew, gross.
It had sat vacant for a very long time, and it was in need of a lot of love, but a little vision goes a long way.
Yes. So this is our kitchen, and we love it.
And this is nothing like it looked before. This was the kitchen before, that was it, like a little tiny closet. The kitchen is the heart of the home, and so we needed to have something where you could actually envision yourself entertaining and being connected with your guests. I'm obsessed with the stone.
Yeah, the stone's so beautiful. And Jonathan collaborated with Young Ha, who's an incredible designer, and made the space just so special. One of the things I love about Young, I love like maximalist design, and like I love being able to mix a lot of prints and colors and things together. It takes a lot of skill, and that's something she does so well. And also, Jonathan is incredible at maximizing space. He looks at a floor plan and knows where the problem's going to be. The flow in this kitchen and living room is so wonderful. I always had a gas range before, and we were switching to induction, but I wanted something really beautiful that feels like old-fashioned, so we found this Ilve.
Ilve are design forward. I love the aesthetic, but you're also not burning fossil fuels, so you're not affecting the indoor air quality. I actually custom designed this hood with the finishes to match the knobs and the accent pieces on the Ilve range.
If you look up, you notice that there's no recess lights in this place.
That's a swear word in our house.
We were able to just put beautiful lights everywhere, or we have a chandelier or a pendant, a sconce or a lamp. The lighting feels magical and moody and
This
fun.
is the side effect of being engaged to someone whose father is a world-class cinematographer. Lighting is very important. When everything's put away, we want to make sure that it's nice and clean. So I love panel-ready appliances, and it blends in with the coffee station. But Jen Eyre does beautiful appliances.
And it's like 100% how it always looks, like no labels, like.
Just in case somebody films.
I always keep it staged, you know?
Would you like one of these generic
I would like a glass
parfaits?
container with parfait.
Yeah. Yeah, in order to maximize the footprint and get as much storage as you can, we also did a lot of custom millwork so that you can also tuck away when you're using the coffee station, and everything's nice and clean. We have literally the best millwork shop. Artie Lang, who does all the custom millwork, is a genius.
The good thing is, like, you have so many contacts, and like, you know, like the best people to do everything. I'm so lucky because like I have you.
You need something? Call me.
Don't call him.
This is Entertainment Central. Everyone who comes in, they immediately want to sit down.
Yeah,
and, they
and you know what? We love a place that feels like lush and pretty, but like also we want our home to feel lived in and not too stark and austere.
It's not like that living room that had plastic on it at your grandmother's house when you were a kid growing up. You couldn't touch anything. You can come in here and it's unique, but it's also super, super comfy.
One day Young came with like all these fabrics and like Jonathan actually wasn't there.
Nope.
Like we were putting all these fabrics together. We went crazy. But then I knew Young wouldn't like steer us wrong. Young was like, trust me, it's gonna be amazing. And she was 100% right. I couldn't love this living room more. Like it's perfection to me. And like there's color through lines that tie it all together and allow us to have all these different patterns.
And I think the craziest part was that Zooey didn't look at the price of the fabrics. And when I did,
I have good taste.
You do have very good taste.
It's actually bad because if you show me like 15 things, I'll be like, ooh, that one's obviously the best. And it's like, oh,
always
it's
the most expensive. The rug here, I actually had custom made from our collection to complement the sofa that we had already had designed. So this was really pulling everything together and making a space that everyone, as soon as they come in here, they just want to jump into this area and sit down.
I also don't like to see a TV in a living room. I'm like, I've got a lot of real weird pet peeves, but I don't like seeing TV. So Jonathan's like, it's fine. We'll hide a screen in the ceiling.
Secrets. So we're starting with a blank canvas and we're thinking, how can we make this space perfect? And one thing is, we love to entertain. And frankly, you're the first person we've invited over outside of family. We haven't had anybody here yet. So our goal is to entertain as much.
Yeah, exactly. Our goal was a space that we could turn into a great party space when we want to.
I was so happy when Zooey requested having a grand here as well, because nothing brings me more joy than hearing her play or just having music around in general.
We also like the idea of having parties that were like sing-alongs. I grew up playing a Yamaha piano, so this was a really special addition to the space.
What I think is also a good thing to note is if you're doing karaoke, don't go immediately after something this good.
We have a whole karaoke setup, so we can do karaoke.
This is where all the karaoke equipment and everything is hidden away. So when we do want to do a sing-along, it's all pro.
I love having antiques and vintage pieces. That was important to mix in because we're inserting character into a place that didn't have a lot of character to begin with, or any character to begin with. So I love this like Murano glass chandelier that actually Young found, and I have a couple of Murano glass chandeliers that I've been collecting over the years.
She has good taste. You don't really get a space like this in most New York apartments. We love that we have 3 private terraces. It just feels like you can get that little slice of what we have in LA.
Springtime.
Yeah, exactly, and you get it here in New York. None of this was here. It was all exposed, no privacy.
It was a lot of work, but totally worth it.
And now you can cut to B-roll of the other 2 terraces because each area that faces the back of the property has its own private terrace. From the tile that you see on the bottom to all of the greenery, the ironwork, everything was custom made we put in.
But we had a lot of discussion about like what our kind of permanent plantings would be. We have like a lot of trellis.
It has that English garden feel that we really love and we have in LA, and I wanted to have that here too. These are all plaster sconces, but we hand worked them all into the custom plaster that are on the pillars just so that everything feels seamless. I don't like having gaps. I don't like having things that look like they don't line up properly.
Yeah.
So having the right
Jonathan
reveals.
like notices everything, and if we walk in someone's house and they've had like bad work done, he's like, "Do you want help?"
Oh, this is actually a little treat.
This is a 17th century French tapestry. So beautiful. Don't get drinking by it, okay? This is our family room. This is a very cozy room.
I love this area.
Love it
when we
too.
originally toured this place and everything was empty, it was vacant, this was actually just a brick wall across the back. There was no fireplace, and it was just begging for some sort of focal point. Then when we put the fireplace in, it really looked nice, flanked with the shelves. We wanted it to look like it matches some of the other architecture in the space. We also hid another movie-sized screen for great movie nights down here. We had all of this custom made to look like it could be a century-old fireplace surround, bringing in the sconces from England, bringing in that custom stone.
Also, all these chairs were custom made, but they feel to me like vintage pieces. Of course, we're like mixing like vintage sconces and a lot of other antiques in the mix so that it feels lived in, but we can get exactly what we want in terms of color, comfort.
Yeah. And this is a Japanese screen that would normally be on the floor, and we hung it on the wall as art, and it's over 100 years old. Knowing that there's a story behind it and it was originally purposed for something else is kind of special.
I love patterns. I love mixing different colors together. It does take a lot of skill, but if you're a little bit nervous about it, start with a throw pillow and just make sure that the colors have like through lines, so you have something tying those pieces together. I'll also say sometimes you have to look at something in a space to know. I remember my dad saying that. My dad's very visual. He was like, you really don't know until you see it. It's like when you have paint chips, get the big ones, or get a little bit of paint and paint part of the wall so you can really see it on a bigger space.
Because it also looks different at different times of the day, how natural light hits it.
If you have those like little, you know, the little like fan decks, and you look and you go, oh, that looks really good. And it could be like, it could look like cream with a touch of pink. And then if it's like all over your house, it could look like it's like bright corals.
Listen to her, she knows what she's talking about.
So this is our bedroom. Isn't it pretty?
It is very pretty. You might be saying to yourself, who chose the color scheme in here? We actually both chose it.
We're so collaborative.
I've never had
We've never had a problem ever.
Should we have our first fight right now?
Let's have it.
What would it be about?
The thing that's nice is that you're very supportive of things that I like.
Let's just get one thing straight. She has better taste than I do. The embroidered wallpaper is my favorite. I love this.
It's just really, the dimension just makes it
I wish this
so
was
special.
Textural television where you could actually feel. Young talked about doing a mural on the front of the nightstands, and you'll see as well that it has that cracked finish that makes it look like it has always been there as an antique piece of furniture. It worked so perfectly. The entire vibe in this room is peaceful. When we look into the bathroom and how we pulled the blues into the bathroom, all of that wall tile was designed by Young and from her collection. Everything we like, she likes, and vice versa. So it's important, but we wanted to take the details of all the paneling that you see in here, and we wanted to replicate that in the bathroom with marble. That's why you see the exquisite tall panels of tile that really make a statement.
Also, I was excited because some people might be intimidated to work with you, like another designer. And, you know, it's like, I'm kind of particular about like everything. But Young like got my taste and your taste right away and just came in to collaborate and had so many great ideas and was like excited. It was such a fun project for us all to work on together. I had to have a Scott Living mattress because they're so comfy. I'm really not trying to actually plug your mattress company because I can just be like, I want a mattress that's like this, this, and this, and this. And then he'll just be like, yeah, done.
Do you think you saw a dating profile for me that said contractor, designer, makes mattresses, makes rugs, makes all these things, and you're like, this is the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
I can't even picture the old space. That's how different it is, and that's how much of a transformation this was. Being in this space for the first time was incredible. I mean, it was like a present, like Christmas present.
What's the grown-up moment of like when kids go, ah! It just felt so nice for it to be done because it did take a very long time.
Do you remember those like Toys R Us commercials like from the 90s where they're like,
so the kids excited.
Like, that's what it felt like, but for grown-ups.
Yeah.
That's what it's like when you get your dream home.
This is probably my favorite room in the whole house.
I'm obsessed with this like printed mural wallpaper. I love it so much. This is the kids' room. If you hadn't figured it out, it's so pretty. When the kids saw it for the first time, they like screamed. They were so excited.
We hid drawers everywhere we possibly could.
This is a Jonathan special.
Yeah,
hiding storage.
Even our railings, all the leaves are hand cut. This was Legacy Millwork that did all of this work here, and they really did a phenomenal job. I do think to myself how special it feels to wake up in a space that feels creative and this exciting, and the kids just absolutely love it, and you can't beat a topiary elephant.
That's right. I will say it's also nice because they feel like they have their own space, even though they're sharing a room. They're separated, they have their own little bookshelves, and they don't have to look at each other if they're mad at each other.
That never happens.
They never fight.
I hope they know how lucky they are to have a contractor in the family. A little secret that I don't think maybe anybody knows. Every design I have ever done, I've snuck in an owl and a little bit of tartan. And in here, this is where I snuck in the owl. There's a little owl in here.
And here's the little bit of tartan.
And you're the tartan. There you go. So fun.
So fun.
Yeah, thanks so much. I'm gonna go fix all the things you broke.
Thanks, AD. See you next time.